Hello friends, let us study about arterial blood gas levels. Hello friends, in this session we will study about arterial blood gas interpretation, how to read a report of ABG. Arterial blood gases usually measures the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the blood. It is usually used to measure the acidity or alkalinity of arterial blood. Kidney and lungs take part in this acid-base balance. What are the components of ABG? We have four components. One is pH and we have PaCO2, that is carbon dioxide, and we have bicarbonate and we have oxygen level. Before we study about interpretation of ABG, let us study about the normal values of these components of ABG. What is the normal value of pH? It is 7.35 to 7.45. This pH indicates acidity or alkalinity of blood. Normal value is 7.35 to 7.45. Next one is PaCO2. Normal value is 35 to 45. These values are same, so you can remember like this. In this analysis, usually we will consider CO2 as acid, as the amount of CO2 is directly proportional to number of H plus ions. So it is considered as acid. That means if PaCO2 is more than 45, it is considered as acidic. Next one is HCO3, that is bicarbonate. The normal value is 22 to 26. This is a base, so it is taken as base, and this PaCO2 is taken as acid. Next one is PaO2. The normal value is 80 to 100. Lungs and kidneys has to work simultaneously to maintain this acid-base balance in the body. Now we will study about the interpretation of ABG. We have three-step interpretation. Interpretation of ABG in three steps. First one is we should find out whether it is acidosis or alkalosis. How to find it is acidosis or alkalosis? We have normal pH 7.35 to 7.45. If it is less than 7.35, it is acidic. Whereas if it is more than 7.45, it is basic or alkaline. So this is acidosis, this is alkalosis. Next step is find out whether it is respiratory or metabolic. How to find out it is respiratory or metabolic? We should take the help of CO2 and HCO3. In this we have concept method. By knowing the concept of the disease, we can take it as respiratory or metabolic. For example, if patient is a known case of COPD, that is, it is a respiratory disorder, so we can consider it as respiratory acidosis or alkalosis based on the pH. For example, if PaCO2 is normal, whereas HCO3 is either increased or decreased. This carbon dioxide is from lungs and this bicarbonate is from kidney. So this is normal, but bicarbonate is abnormal. So we can take it as metabolic condition. Whereas in some other cases, if PaCO2 is increased or decreased, whereas HCO3 is normal, we can take it as respiratory condition, either acidosis or alkalosis based on pH. If the PaCO2 value is abnormal, we can take it as respiratory provided the bicarbonate is normal. The pH given is 7.15 and PaCO2 is 50, HCO3 is 24. So what is the condition? As pH is less, it is acidosis. Whereas PaCO2 is 50, it is increased. HCO3 is normal. Normal value is 22 to 26. This HCO3 is normal, and CO2 has increased. So there is abnormality in lungs. So we can take this as respiratory acidosis. Next step is we should find out whether it is compensated or uncompensated. In this compensation also we have full compensation and partial compensation. In case of respiratory disease, we can study in two conditions like acidosis and alkalosis. In respiratory acidosis, there is increased level of CO2. The acid level has increased. So kidney has to maintain balance by increasing the production of HCO3. So HCO3 level has to increase because here carbon dioxide level has increased, that is acidity has increased. So acidity has to neutralize by alkali. So kidney has to produce bicarbonate, whereas in alkalosis already there is decrease in CO2, that is acidity level is decreased. So bicarbonate has to decrease. So kidney will produce less bicarbonate. Bicarbonate should neutralize the acid. Similarly, in metabolic disorder, that is in metabolic acidosis or alkalosis. In metabolic alkalosis, there is increased production of bicarbonate. So this CO2 level has to increase to neutralize the increased alkali. Whereas in acidosis, similarly, it has to decrease. For example, we have pH of 7.25 and CO2 is 50, that is it has increased, and HCO3 is 49, it has also increased. As based on pH, it is acidosis. In this condition, CO2 has increased, that is acidic content has increased, and the result is also acidosis. So we can take this as respiratory acidosis because the net result is also acidosis and the acidic content, that is CO2 has also increased. So it is a respiratory acidosis. But whether it is on partial compensation or full compensation, how to identify that? In this condition, there is increase in bicarbonate also. That means body has increased bicarbonate to compensate the increase in CO2 level. But even after compensating, the pH is not normal. It is still low. That's why it is partial compensated. Partial compensation. Even though body is trying to compensate by increasing the production of bicarbonate to compensate the acidic level, but the pH is still acidic. It has not come to normal level. That's why it is partial compensation. pH is 7.47, CO2 is 51 and HCO3 is 41. So based on pH, it is alkalosis. CO2 has increased and HCO3 also increased. Whether it is metabolic or respiratory, how to know? CO2 has increased. CO2 is acidic content. If at all it is increased, means it has to reduce, but it is not reducing. So in this case, there is increase in bicarbonate causing alkalosis. So this is metabolic alkalosis. Whether it is partially compensated or fully compensated, in this pH is not normal. It is still more than the normal level. So it is partially compensated. Body is trying to compensate the condition by increasing the production of CO2, but the pH is still not normal. It is still more than the normal value. So it is partially compensated metabolic alkalosis. Next example is we have pH of 7.35 and CO2 is 49, HCO3 is 30. So it is normal, it is increased and it is increased. In this condition, pH is normal, so whether it is acidosis or alkalosis, how to find out? There are two methods. One is by knowing the diagnosis, we can tell whether it is acidosis or alkalosis. And whether it is respiratory or metabolic also, we can tell by diagnosis. Like if patient is a known case of COPD, we can consider it as respiratory acidosis or alkalosis. Whereas in case of diarrhea patient, we can take it as metabolic. One more method is, there is scale method, that is acidic side or alkalotic side method. In this method, we will divide the normal range of pH into equal parts. Like we have normal range is 7.35 to 7.45. We will divide this like 7.35, 7.36, 7.37, like that, 7.43, 7.44, 7.45. We will divide into equal halves. The first half is normal acidic, even though value is normal, but the first half is considered as normal acidic. The last half is considered as normal alkalotic. If the given value is falling in this group, it is considered as acidosis. Whereas if the given value is falling in this group, it is considered as alkalosis, even though value is normal. In this condition, this value comes under this group, so it is acidosis. And acidosis means CO2 has increased, whereas bicarbonate has increased. If at all bicarbonate is increased, means it has to cause alkalosis. But in this condition, we have acidosis. So this is respiratory acidosis because CO2 has increased. And the pH is normal, so it is full compensated acidosis. Fully compensated respiratory acidosis. Why it is called fully compensated? Because after compensating by increasing the bicarbonate level, pH has come to normal level. Body has compensated completely, so it is called as full compensation respiratory acidosis. Like that, we have to interpret the ABG report, that is arterial blood gas report. This is one of the basic and important and difficult topic to understand. So how to interpret the ABG report? First, we should find out whether it is acidic or basic by knowing the pH. Normal pH is 7.35 to 7.45. Next step is we should find out whether it is respiratory or metabolic condition based on which level has increased, like CO2 has increased or bicarbonate has increased or decreased. Based on that, we can find out whether it is respiratory or metabolic. Third step is we should calculate whether it is compensated or uncompensated. So this is about the ABG interpretation in brief. Friends, if you like this video, please click like button and share this to your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.